Howdy, and welcome to 50 States, 50 Dishes. This week we're going to the Great Plains state of Colorado, aka the Centennial State, nicknamed for receiving its statehood in 1876, the year that America turned 100, to make ourselves some Bronco burgers. It'll be the first burgers we've made in our series, and our first time using a charcoal grill, hopefully using ingredients such as jalapenos, Tabasco sauce, and pepper jack cheese. We'll be able to make some burgers that would fit right in at the home of the world's first rodeo. So let's go ahead and head to the kitchen and get started. These are the ingredients and quantities I utilize to make the Bronco burgers you'll see today. You can adjust these in any direction you'd like to create a burger that fits to your palate. I like spicy burgers, and so I like jalapenos, so we're going to roast ourselves some jalapenos to get the skin off. Get yourself some disposable gloves and go ahead and cut the jalapenos top off. You're going to want to split it down the middle, and then utilizing the gloves again, you're going to de-seed them. After they're de-seeded, you're going to place the remaining jalapeno skins onto an aluminum foil wrapped cooking pan and put it on the broil setting in your oven for about 3 to 5 minutes. While that's going on, I went ahead and sliced up our tomatoes and minced up our onions that we're going to be utilizing a little bit later. After that's done, your time should be over, and you'll be pulling the jalapenos out, placing them on a flat surface such as your cutting board, and actually putting an upturned bowl over them. This will trap the heat and allow the skin to become even looser to make it easier to peel. Now it's time to start mixing up some red meat. Go ahead and get your hands in there. The first thing we're going to add is our Heinz 57 steak sauce, or whatever steak sauce you prefer. I'm a Heinz man myself. So we have 2 tablespoons of that right on top. Next step, sticking with sauces, we're actually going to put in some Tabasco sauce that we threw on top. This really allows the meat to be nice and spicy in its core, gives you a good burn. The Worcestershire sauce, because you can't make burgers without Worcestershire sauce, and I certainly don't want to break from tradition. Next is our minced onions. Mince those up and go ahead and throw those in with the meat. I put a little bit of garlic powder on top and then some salt. It creates the garlic salt sensation if you use a 3-to-1 ratio on that. Next we mix in our salt, our black pepper, and a little dash of our oregano on top, and then our egg. Go ahead and just dump that in there. This is going to help the meat hold together when you make your patties, and then just go ahead and mix that by hand. Honestly, is the best way to get this all mixed together, is really get your hands nice and dirty. Take the jalapenos out from under the bowl that you had them steaming under, and the skin should come off real easily now. Go ahead and peel the skin off of all of them. You're going to be chopping these up and adding them to the red meat that you already have to really get them involved in the burgers. Another ingredient to add at this point while chopping those up is you'll see Allie step in. She's going to throw some Fritos, so crushed up ones, on top of the meat there. That'll get that all mixed in together. I had to add that extra patty back in and mix them around so then I could separate it back out. This is so that if any of your guests don't want jalapenos in their burger, go ahead and separate their meat out before adding the jalapenos in, obviously. Go ahead and start mixing all those jalapenos in. Get them as mixed in as you can. They're going to be little chunks, so you're going to have like a little bit of a kind of a jalapeno burst, so kind of spread them around among your other patties. Now it's time to grill. Get your grill up to about 350 to 400 degrees, possibly up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and put your patties directly on. Remember, the highest heat will actually be near the center of the grill if you're using a charcoal grill. So for those who want their burgers more in the medium well category, you're going to want to put them closer to the middle. If you want a more rare burger, put it near the edge of the grill, but be sure you're cooking it thoroughly. Once you've cooked both sides to a nice brown to black, you can put your cheese on for anyone who wants cheeseburgers, and then go ahead and plate them up after it's melted. After that, get them on the buns, dress them up, and it's time to eat. Hey, so that was our first grilling experience. As you may have noticed, we have a guest star today. This is a friend of mine, Dan Barron. He's a co-host of a new podcast coming out called Go Folk Yourself.
Go Folk Yourself.
You can check that out at gofolkyourself.com. We're going to have a link to it down in the description. And he's agreed to come over and be a bit of a guinea pig for our Bronco burgers for the state of Colorado today. As you can see, he hasn't bitten into his yet. Dan, how do you feel about this, just looking at it or watching it being cooked?
Well, I'm not going to lie to you. It is a burger, and I'm always happy with burgers. I've found very few I dislike. So I'm personally very excited, and it is real meaty. So that's already... Like, you're going to see it in the shot, obviously, but it is a nice big burger. So I'm very happy. Oh, no, it's going to fall apart on me. That is a really good burger. It's nice and bloody in the center, which I like. It's got a good kick to it. Also, my manners are gone because I am just talking with my mouth full. But it is a really, really good burger.
Well, great. I'm going to give mine a shot. I put pickles, lettuce, tomato. I got like the whole shebang here. And as you can see, it is like it is a fistful of meat, and we're gonna give this a good shot. Oh man, that is actually a pretty good burger. Holy shit, I made a good burger. So I want to thank Dan for coming on and visit from GoFulkYourself.com. Be sure to check out his website for his podcast coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think they're. Hey Dan, what are you going to be doing in your podcast?
Well, if you like monsters, and I'm talking about the nice mythological kind here in the Americas, you'll love our podcast. We're talking about the different folklore monsters of the U.S., going through each state, talking about where they came from, talking about history, sightings, and of course, could you beat it in a fight? So it's going to be good. It's going to be a good conversation. And I think we know a thing or two about monsters.
Well, thanks for coming down to visit Dan. You guys should really check that out. But we're going to wrap this up, enjoy our burgers, and probably be way too full at the end. Let's head back to the room, talk about what we're doing next week. So those were our Bronco burgers for Colorado, the highest state in the United States of America. Right? Tune in next week when we go to the State for Lovers, Virginia, back east to make another one of our desserts on 50 States, 50 Dishes. But stay tuned right now for our trivia question of the week.